Broke the chains, now I can't lift my hands. I just wanna praise him. I'm gonna praise him. Hello, good morning. Happy Monday. It's a new week. It's looking good. It's looking beautiful. It's looking glorious. It's looking fantastic. So today I've come to talk about CSR, which feels like an unlikely topic, but it is. It is a very likely topic. It's a very likely topic in the sense that for every day that we live on this earth, there needs to be a consciousness of what the world we live in looks like. There needs to be a conscious tending to that world. So we often forget. Is it that we forget? I don't know. I wouldn't say we forget. We just don't tend that world when we should. Um, and this is gonna be a short life because it's a basic please do the right thing reminder, right? It's a basic let's not live unconsciously. It's a basic, you know, care for the earth, respect the earth type of message. And the reason is we we and I'm saying we because I know that a couple times I've been absent-minded and done that as well. We live a life where we're not conscious of the world around us, our cities and our towns. You know, it's that you're on the road, you get a snack, you then finish the snack and throw the pack for that on the road. That is what I'm talking about. So CSR here is not just corporate social responsibility. It's more Christian social responsibility. I was gonna say BSR, like believers social responsibility, but then I started overthinking it. So I just put it as CSR because that's like easy, right? And it's important. It's important to be conscious of how you're treating the world around you. Littering, public urination, those things don't. So one of those things don't. They are not ideal. One of the commandments, one of the blessings, be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth. Replenishing the earth is one of the like it's one of the things that we're supposed to do. I mean, we're trying to do that as like a species, a general race, like the human race. But what one thing that has happened over time is there's just been more harm done to the earth. Littering. Littering, I think littering is a major pet peeve for me. Just personally. I once stopped somebody on the road, right? I think a couple years ago when I still used to work, I still used to have a commute to work. I was on my way to work, right? And at the bus stop I'd gotten off the bus and this guy was it was at the period where we still had a lot of bikes in like motorcycles were a major form of transportation. So they used to give us nets. You would wear before the helmet, you would wear this hairnet, right? And so I had gotten off at the bus stop off a bus, and a guy who got off a bike at the bus stop took off his net and threw it on the floor, on the ground, right by the gutter, which was open by the way. And he's walking off, and I'm so mad. I say, "Excuse me." I stop him like and see, right? I know I say on these lives that I'm short, but I am sure I'm 5'1". And at that point, I mean, now I have filled out a bit. At that time, I was really, really skinny. So he must have just seen this tiny girl with a very angry face. I was like, "Excuse me, why did you throw that on the floor?" And it's like they'll clean it up. I'm like, "Who?" Who will clean it up? It's like, I said, please don't do that. Please pick it up. And he picks it up because where we are is a government district. It's a place where the government offices are, tax office, account office, all those offices. And so he's like, I know he picks it up because he's thinking, what if she's a government official? What if she's a policewoman? I feel like these are the thoughts in his head when he picks it up. But I'm just a girl going to work, really. And I just really hope that he did not see me get into a bus going somewhere else at the second bus stop, at the transfer bus stop in the place. And for me, that day, it was one of the things that we complain about a lot, especially in this country, is flooding, you know, the smells, the blocked, what do they call them now? Drainages on the roads. But when you throw something on the floor, you are part of the problem. And so that's why this is not my usual line. It is rather a reminder of the responsibility that we have socially to replenish the earth. It's almost as though a lot of us are living and we're not conscious of that, of replenishing the earth. I saw a video recently and it talked about how Nigeria is largely deforested. Deforestation is just a big deal here because my English is not working. You know, you are a child of God. Child of God, you throw stuff on the road. You finish drinking a bottle of water, you buy water. You finish drinking the water, you just toss the bottle on the road. Child of God, wait a liter. My friend, pick up that bowl of water and put it in your bag or hold it till you find a trash bag, a trash can, some sort of proper disposable method. And what are you doing? Like, there needs to be a consciousness of the fact that replenishing the earth is one of your and it was a blessing. That was funny. It was a blessing. You know why? Because the earth that you replenish will yield fruit for you. The earth that you take care of will yield for you. Somebody that did this for me in the Bible, I know I said this was not like a usual scriptural one thing, but someone that did this for me in the Bible was Nehemiah. Nehemiah saw that his city walls were not built and he wept. He wept. And it was such a bother. Like, he was so concerned that the king whom he was serving at the time noticed his countenance. I was like, why are you sad? And he's like, see, my city is in ruins. I'm not happy. I want to go rebuild it. And the king says, all right, go ahead. Bro, I think about that all the time and I'm like, the king gave a slave permission to go and rebuild the walls of the city that he captured him from, gave him resources to rebuild that city. You know why? His heart was heavily invested in his nation just being right. He was concerned beyond just, oh, I'm an Israelite, oh, I'm from Jerusalem. It was deep for him. You need to be conscious of the world around us. There should be a focus on how our environment looks. Some people have overflowing drainages, gutters, and stuff in front of their homes. They don't touch it. There's a little bush around you that is growing and growing and growing with a lot of weeds. You're not tending it. Replenish the earth. It's funny how it was a blessing. So yeah, like I said, today is gonna be a very short. It's just a gentle reminder to say, remember your responsibility. Your responsibility to the world around you. It's not just you in your clean space inside your very well put together apartment. It's the world around you. It's the things around you. They need it. See, the consciousness must be there. It has to be there. Otherwise, what are you really doing? It's almost as though we're living without even knowing that anything is going on around us, right? It's almost as though there is a, what's the word now? There is an inability to see how our actions directly. So the point here is, and I don't even know why. Like when I was prepping for this, I'm just like, why is this a topic? How is this a topic? I was I was thinking about it in my head. Like, how is this a topic? But as I'm speaking about it, I realized that it's actually a topic. Let there be a consciousness of the world you live. Let there be an intentionality to your approach to maintenance. It's the little things. It's the little things. Maintenance. I live in a place where the roads around me are interlocked, right? And so when I first moved here, I noticed that the committee in charge of uh, keeping this place hired sweepers, and I was wondering, why are they sweeping roads? Until I eventually walked around, visited other places here, and I realized that the places that were not being swept, the interlocked tiles were being separated by sand. I was so impressed by the level of attention to detail. The level of attention to detail was great for me. And this is something that we should imbibe. Like Nehemiah, does your city wall being unbuilt make you cry? Would you dedicate yourself in prayer, in fasting, and in using your skills to rebuilding whatever around you that is broken? Be that person who is consciously, because the truth is, these things are always the way a bad habit starts with one thing, is the way a great change will start with the few and then spread. If there's a place in your heart where you know that places around me should not be a certain way, and you start to preach that gospel, the people around you will pick it up. I still don't understand public urination. I will never understand it. I will never understand it. And I'm saying this as somebody who has countless times had to stop a driver so that I could use a restroom. But it was a restroom. I will never understand. Why are you doing that? I mean, yeah, you could be pressed and you would need to go now, but I'm sure that there are places that have restrooms around, minutes away. I'm not talking about those people traveling on the roads and then they have to stop somewhere in the bush. I'm talking about I'm talking about the fact that I could be taking a walk and they are part of the road that I'll get to and smell you. Why? Why are you doing that? Why is that a thing? Like, I don't know. Anyways, let me bring it back. Let me center. Let not turn into oh Jesus. This was gonna become a personal rant, right? But you should have a heart for nation building. A heart for nation building. That's the point. Let there be a heart for nation building. Nehemiah thought about it. Maybe I should read it. But it's a pretty long story. It's about this story I'm referencing is about 45 chapters long. Right? Nehemiah thought about his city walls being unbuilt and he wept. He was really upset by it, really stressed by it. He really hated the fact that his city walls look like that. Let there be a heart for nation building. Let there be a consciousness that you are also here to replenish the earth. Maybe I should check the meaning of the word replenish. We use words a lot. One thing that I love about being a writer is I love the idea of knowing the meaning of words, right? So to replenish is to fill something up again, right? And then this the The synonyms here: to refill, to fill up, to recharge, to top up, to freshen, right? Another one: to restore to a former level of condition. As synonyms: to restock, to restore, to fill up, to replace. So when it says to replenish the earth, it's saying that keep it freshened, keep it keep it in a constant state, like restore it to order. So you need that consciousness in your daily. Are these activities replenishing the earth or not? It will guide a lot of decisions that you make. And I could go into like the bigger decisions, and then this will now become a place where we are talking about the failings of government. But I'm saying start small from you. What are you doing personally? What is the thing that you're doing to replenish the earth personally? What's the consciousness of your responsibility to the nation, to your nation? And this spills into other things, of course. So I'm talking about maintenance culture as a major, but this spills to other things. This spills to how you live. This spills to when you what drives your giving. This spills to what drives your contributions to your society, your immediate society. This speaks to how you approach charity. This speaks to how you approach kindness and helping people. This speaks to just a lot of things. And I feel more like I'm talking to myself today, anyways, because but it just speaks to how you live. Nehemiah said, when they even heard that people were coming to fight against them, they divided the watch into two. It became so resourceful. Some men were praying, some men were working. Some of the people that were praying and had a weapon in one hand, ready to fight. The people that were working and had a weapon in one hand, ready to fight. Like, we will fight to rebuild this city. And so it will start from the small things, from your consciousness of the fact that I'm actually even supposed to rebuild this city. And I'm saying this as a Nigerian in Nigeria with a lot of Nigerian experiences. There are days that I can't come to the live because of power issues. So I'm having very, very Nigerian experiences these days. Is that even then, the consciousness of the fact that you are building a city should drive the approach, should drive your actions. And that's really all I came to say today. For every day that you go out and about, for every day that you just interact with the world around you, ask yourself, let there be that consciousness. Am I doing anything to replenish this world? Am I replenishing the earth? When you want to do certain things, does this replenish the earth? If it does not, with all due respect, brother, sister, pack it up. Pack it up and go home. Don't do it. Don't do it. Pack it up and go home. And that's all I came to say today. This is like not like my usual episode. I really, really struggle. Like, is it okay to talk about this? But this is a place for encouragement and reminders and refocus and all of that. So whatever topic comes, we'll talk about. So that's all I came to say today. That's all I came to say today. And if this just encouraged you or helped you to focus again or brought you a reminder or anything, and I'm blessed already. That's why I make these videos or do these lives. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Bye.